So you have a growing coaching business. People are starting to know who you are. You have this authority within your particular niche, but you're like, you know what? Let me create some YouTube videos so that I can really be seen a little bit more often. But you're not comfortable being on camera. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how you can be comfortable on camera when creating your YouTube videos, even if you are a beginner. So stay tuned. Hello, my name is Symone Redmond. I am a YouTube specialist and an online business coach, and I teach entrepreneurs how to utilize YouTube to help them grow their online coaching business by showing them how to increase their authority, their impact, and their income. So today's video is all about being comfortable on camera and how you can do different things to help you show up on camera to really, truly impact the people that absolutely love you the most. And so for me personally, it took me years to kind of understand how to become comfortable on camera. But the only way that I was able to do it was that I had to practice and practice and practice. It took time, it took effort, it took energy, but it took me a while to get used to being on camera. So this included creating YouTube videos. This included doing YouTube live videos, Facebook live videos, Facebook regular videos. So I did all types of videos to help myself become more comfortable when creating content to be put out into the world for everybody to see. So when it comes to being on camera, women are truly put under a lens full of scrutiny. And it's really sad to say, but it's also like, okay, we're put under this lens because we have to look good. We have to have our makeup done. We have to be this type of woman that, you know, oh my gosh, you have so much confidence. You got to exude confidence right from the beginning. And I think that's what stops a lot of women from even putting themselves on camera. And so I wanted to create this video to help you understand how to become more comfortable on camera, the steps that I took and the steps that you can take as well. So first things first is to practice. Practice, practice, practice. So this is important. And the reason why I want you to practice is because, of course, the more that you practice, the better that you become. But as you practice over the years, over the months, if you continuously keep putting in the effort, it will start to show. You will become comfortable on camera. Like as soon as you press record, you're like, let's go. I got this. This is so easy. And the more that you practice, like I said, the more that you practice, the better that you will become. And so this will also help to boost your confidence because you start to hear how you sound and then you kind of correct the way that you talk. You learn how to truly be able to deliver a message better than what you've ever been able to do in your life. And it's something that you just want to be able to do because, of course, if you're a business owner or a business coach or entrepreneur, this is something that's kind of necessary because there are going to be times where you're going to be on camera. How do you deliver? How do you become more comfortable on camera so that that delivery is something that people are like, oh my gosh, this was so amazing. She did such a great job. I want to do the same thing. So if you are new to YouTube or you've been on YouTube for a while and you're like, I still don't have that confidence, all you have to do is literally just take time out of your schedule, block that time to say, okay, this is my time to create content and practice and practice and practice. So what I used to do, especially when it came to Facebook Live videos, I would change my setting to where it would say only I could see the particular post and I would go live. I didn't want anybody to judge me. I didn't want anybody to be like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? Blah, blah, blah. So what I did is I changed the settings, the privacy settings from instead of being public, I changed it to only me. And then I went live. And that is how I got comfortable doing live videos because live is live in the moment and there is no editing, there is no stopping. So that's how I became comfortable with Facebook Live videos. With YouTube videos, I just literally had to just keep going. There would be times I would sit in the car and I would record myself talking, record myself looking at the camera and getting used to it. Because of course, creating content in front of a camera and talking to it is not a natural thing, okay? Don't think that it is. Most people tell you that it is, it's not. It's not a natural thing. So you wanna make sure that you are actually getting comfortable putting your phone up and recording or setting your camera up and recording. You just have to practice, practice. but take that time out of your schedule to make sure that you do that so you can become better over time. Second thing that I did was that I practiced in the mirror. So when I say practice in the mirror, like, of course this camera has a flip out thing so I can see myself, but before I didn't have this camera. This camera is probably like 2 years old at the time of this recording. What I used to do was that I would go to my bathroom mirror and I would just sit there and just practice talking. Get used to how I look, how I sound, all those good things. I just literally practiced myself in the mirror. And because I did that, I see like my certain facial expressions that I would make and how I would talk and do like that. And it was certain ways I'm like, wow, I really hold my mouth a certain way. Let's change that. Like I changed a lot of things about myself. And of course you can see that in the very first video that I created. And I will link that right here for you. But you just gotta practice. Get in front of that mirror, get comfortable with yourself. And I think that's the biggest issue here, is that a lot of women aren't comfortable with how they look, how they sound, how they speak, or how they do certain things. So if you go into the mirror and practice, this will kind of help you become a little bit more comfortable with your own mannerisms so that you can say, okay, I want to bring these mannerisms to camera so that people can absolutely love me because I'm being authentic. So of course, just practice, because that's what's going to lead you to having that success on YouTube that you're looking for. And of course, having the right lighting can help as well. So at the time of this recording, it is currently 5:45 in the morning, and I have this beautiful ring light that is helping me bring in light to me right now. Now, I do have a window that is literally right behind this camera, but of course, it's dark as heck outside, so I can't open the blinds. But when it is light outside, I do try to open it because that natural light is going to help you so much. Now, if you're like, you know what, I don't have time to create videos during the daytime when there's lighting around or whatever, I want to use a lighting kit. This little light here brings so much power. And I also have some studio lights too that I use, but this one right here, especially if it's 5 o'clock in the morning, this is the best thing to do. So I utilize this, and you can kind of change like the color settings, so like a warm light or a really bright light. But it's great. But the right lighting can help you, because when you have that right lighting, it kind of gives you like, okay, whew, I feel good, I look good, I am going to create this video, because that lighting really does help to boost your energy and your expectations of what's going to happen with your video. So having the right lighting can absolutely set you up for success on YouTube, even if you're like, you know what, I have no confidence. Get that light, okay? Get the lighting, get the natural sunlight if you do not have the lighting kit. I will link the light that I'm using currently for this particular video in the description below, so you can check that out, purchase it, have it for yourself. And that way you're like, you know what? I got this. I got this. I got the right lighting. I look good. I sound good. This is going to be a great YouTube video. Number 4, eye contact and smile. So as you notice, I have been smiling throughout this entire video because I like to smile when I talk. And when you smile when you talk, you bring that energy to your videos to say, oh my gosh, I got this energy. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to smile when I talk. Of course. And you also want to make eye contact, because there are different ways that you have to make eye contact with different cameras that you use. But for me, if I'm looking at myself here, because I want to make sure that my video looks good, that's what that is, right? It looks like I'm looking off to the side, but to my perspective, I'm looking at myself because I want to make sure that I look good. Everything's situated inside of the camera. But you have to learn how to make that eye contact, because you're not creating videos to be looking at yourself all the time. You're creating videos to look into your audience's eyes. Make that eye contact. So of course, this here is my eye contact. So I have to make sure I'm looking at this camera at all times when I'm creating content, because I'm making eye contact with my ideal audience. I want my ideal audience to feel like I am truly talking to them in my videos, instead of me looking at myself and creating content this way. It just doesn't work. So you want to make sure that you are creating content and utilizing eye contact in your cameras. If you have an iPhone, I think this is an iPhone 14, I can't remember. But you have this camera here, right here. Is that it? Yeah. you have this little camera here. That's for your front facing camera. And then for your back facing camera, I want to say it's either this one or this one. So you want to make sure that you're looking at the right camera in order when you're creating your content, either utilizing your phone or an actual digital camera. And my absolute favorite, don't do a million takes, okay? Don't do a million takes. It took me years to get comfortable with letting the camera just record and letting the camera record everything. And I used to, like, every time I made a mistake, I would stop the recording. I'm like, oh my God, I made a mistake. Oh my God, oh my God. We got to start over. Now, here's why I say just let the camera record. So when you go into editing, let's say somebody's editing the video for you and you're sending them those clips, it's going to be a clip after clip after clip after clip. And it's going to be more work for them to edit the video. Same thing if you're editing your own videos, it's going to be more work. So if you just have one long video, when you're editing your videos and you can break it down into sections and do your jump cuts or whatever you want to do and then merge it all together, that is how you create a YouTube video. So don't do a million takes. Let that confidence just exude from you and just keep going. You make a mistake, keep going. I've made a million mistakes in this video while I'm recording it, but of course you won't see it because it's, you know, it's for YouTube. But I made a million mistakes in this video and I have started over. I've said different things. I said it a different way with a different type of tone in this video, but it's all in one recording. Don't do a million takes when you're creating videos for your YouTube channel. Just let that camera record everything and then you go back into post-editing and edit all of those clips and merge them together. So I hope this video helped you learn how to become more confident on camera and utilizing some of the tips that I am sharing with you inside of this video to help you do the same. So I would love for you to check out last week's video right here, where it's all about how to grow your coaching business with a small YouTube channel. And you can check that out right here. I'll also leave the link in the description below for you to check out as well. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video and I will talk to you next week on another video on this YouTube channel. Have a good one.